I pledge resistance to the United States of Emergency on the destruction for which it stands, one nation, unresolved, with indignity and injustice for most, if not all. Another day where the blood of the innocent ran cold beneath the souls of injustice. Most of us sprinted to our nearest social media outlet to uplift our regularly scheduled shock and disbelief. Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, KHOU, ABC, inadequately explaining the actions carried in the back pockets of those ordained to protect and serve. Those carrying color pencil quota meeting crime scene depictions with captions and onomatopoeias written in letters as big as Black lives bleeding through pages and onto the hands of the subscribers of ongoing bystander effects. Yes. Stained are the hands of white women in pink hats and Lululemon yoga pants marching on Capitol Hill, vehemently saying how Trump is bad for America, but making a routine of clutching their bags whenever black men occupy public space. Stained are the hands of white men who call you bro, pridefully glance at their coexist bumper stickers on the back of their fuel-efficient hybrid cars and make a note to critique the chokehold you caught on your smartphone with them in the comments section screaming, they wouldn't shoot you if you would stop resisting. You probably thought I was going to talk about the KKK or rednecks with guns or men dressed like death marching up the road getting ready to take you back to Auschwitz, but that part of history was recorded and we're well aware of who those people are. Yet stained are your children's textbooks, your illusions of inclusion, freedom, and progress that frequent your nation's capital but leave your voices strained at City Hall. Stained are your feet that would plant you in front of a scrim and have you believe that discord and chaos is not on the other side. I believe it was James Baldwin who said it best. To be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious means to be enraged almost all of the time. There are some who will claim that they're speaking on your behalf, but then get upset when they find out your voice is louder than theirs. But how can you quote Huey P. Newton, Assata Shakur, H. Rap Brown, Stokely Carmichael, or Fannie Lou Hamer, and then the second you come across an angry black person, you're in the business of tone policing and encouraging compliance? Yes. To be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious means to be enraged almost all of the time, and I'm mad as hell. I'm mad as hell at the black petty bourgeoisie who preach prosperity gospel whenever the black working class talks about respectability politics, social elitism, institutional exclusion, modern blue vein societies creating lines that sound like, well, if you would just pull up your pants, they wouldn't shoot your black ass. Or if you would stop wearing colored weave and press on nails and collecting a check every month for your 4 kids, they'd probably take us more seriously. As if they took us seriously before. To be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious means to be enraged almost all of the time. But you see, history is trapped in people and people are trapped in history. But do not be misled. There was a time when we fought back. There was a time when we identified with our ancestors. There was a time when cheeks no longer turned. There was a time when we had perfect examples. For example, writing Mississippi Goddamn and performing it in front of a crowd that wanted you hung for it. Nina Simone. For creating socialist programs that spoke to the needs of the black community only to be named the biggest terroristic threat to American life. The Black Panther Party. For rallying and organizing the entire South Side of Chicago to align themselves with the People's Party's principles of revolutionary organization. Chairman Fred Hampton. For knowing the importance of change at 6 years old. Ruby Bridges. for marching next to every choir boy who the black church didn't love while being bound to a wheelchair, slowly dying from AIDS. Sylvester, for throwing the first brick. Marsha P. Johnson, for tearing down a mural that negatively depicted African people. Chairman Omali Yeshitela, for fighting with your child in your arms so that he too may know that you did not go down without a fight. Corinne Gaines. To be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious means to be enraged almost all of the time. So I pledge resistance to the United States of emergency on the destruction for which it stands, one nation, unresolved, with indignity and injustice for most, if not all.